Hello guys, and welcome back. Well, I'm making a little short video here because I've been struggling with this freaking valves on my motorcycle, and the Hawk is it's a very gentle bike. If you don't get it right, you're gonna have problems. Anyway, enough of me holding this camera here. It's crucial to you to have this line correct. I did it once and I didn't put it right on the line. I put it on the T. It's a T right next to it. And for some wonderful reason, when I adjusted my valves, it was on the T, and I thought that was the straight line, and it's not the straight line. The straight line is right next to the T. So, you know, the depth center, whatever, to be a depth center. So, I already took all this out because I wanted to do my valves adjusted all over again. So here I'm going to show you. So here, I already took the cover off. I figure I don't need to bother making the video about how to take that off because you guys seen it. I really didn't want to make a video about how to adjust this valves, but I just want to make the video of how to get them done right, because I started listening to a video that was saying to do the intake at 0.002, exhaust at 0.003, and I did that, and the bike felt like she was not performing well on the top end. So what we got here, so make sure we get the right information, because so I wanted to readjust it back the way it was and the way I adjust them back from the beginning. So what I did is I left the exhaust at 0.005, and this is the problem what I was having, and what I noticed is that when you tight what I noticed is when I went and tied the front exhaust valve at 0.005, and I put my filler gauge here tight, perfect. Then I went in the back and did the 0.004 and tied that like it's supposed to. But then I went back and checked the front one to make sure that everything's good, because I double check it. But the best thing for you to do is double check it. Make sure you're in the depth center, and once you adjust them, double check it again. And what I did, I cranked the shaft all over, put it back in the center again, and I went in and checked the valves again, and it was not right. The 0.005 that's supposed to be that sauce, it was open to 0.006, and I said, how can it be? So I redo them all over again, and what I noticed is that when I start tying in the front and it doesn't make any sense, I don't even know how can it make any sense. I noticed that when I tied the one in the front, the back was getting filtered like it was losing the measurement. So I had to, I did the front, I did the back, then I went back to the front and then redeemed, and now I got them perfect at 0.005 on this sauce. This is crucial, guys, because it gives you a problem. Not only this sounds like shit, but it also the bike doesn't perform as well, especially in top speed. I don't know, it maybe it's just me, but I felt like it was not performing correctly, and hopefully this is the problem, because this is the only thing I did wrong. So so now I got the 0.004, and I'm sticking the filler gauge. Now I got the filler gauge in the back with the intakes at 0.004, and you can see it's got a nice drag, not too loose, not too tight, got a nice drag. So yeah, guys, it's very crucial that you get the dead center of the engine correct, of the crank correct, because if you don't, if you put it on, let's say if you went, because it's a real pain in the ass, okay, and let me go back. Okay, make sure that when you get to the top depth center there, the line, if you pass it, don't, you know, go clockwise. If you pass it, don't try to go back, because I don't know, I did that, and I had to adjust my valves about 4 freaking times, and this is not a good time to be messing with this shit. As a matter of fact, as soon as I get done with this last adjustment, I'm not adjusting this valve to 5,000 miles, because I shouldn't even mess with them for the beginning. But anyway, make sure that when you turn in right, you know, clock rotation, if you pass the line, don't go back, go and rotate it all over again. And that's what I did, and I got it right on the line. I don't know if you can see it. So that was one of the biggest problem I had. I threw that line off and I adjusted the valves, and I just kind of screwed them up. And I noticed a big change on the top speed. She was not rocking my world, and we don't need that. So I don't know, I'm just trying to give you guys as much information I can to help you guys, to even help myself. But this is very crucial to you to get them right, and you don't really have to do them every 500 miles. To be honest with you, this is my first freaking motorcycle that I had to adjust my valves. So to me, this is all new. And I own a trillions of bike, but since this is a new bike and you have to adjust your valves after, you know, your first, they said 1,000 miles, 700 miles, 500, I think it was 500 miles. You know, I was all new to this. So, you know, so you can see that once you get them adjusted, you stick your hand right on it, and you can feel, you hear that? You can feel that little game on it. And you want that. If you adjust your valves, and after you adjust your valves, and you go like that, and they don't feel like, they don't got no space between your valve, you just gotta check it and make sure that your valves are adjusted correctly before you decide that, hey, let me put the the cover back on, let me just say I'm done. Just make sure that you recheck them at least 3 times before you said I'm okay, they're good. And I got a subscriber, he was asking me about that. He asked me I should make the video, so I made it for him and for you guys as well, because these fuel injector bikes and these freaking hogs, they're so sensitive. They're very sensitive, so you got to be on top of it and get them right. So I know I didn't make the video on how to take the cover off and how to crank. I mean, that's simple. You probably seen that in everybody else's video. My information is that make sure when you put the bike on your crank on the dead center, don't do it like me and put it on the T, because you see that line there, it's like a T, then right next to the T you're gonna see the line. And don't, if you pass it, if you turn in clockwise rotation, if you pass it, don't try to turn it around the other way to make it to go there. I don't know, I would rather keep turning clockwise until I meet the line, depth center line all over again, and make sure that when you depth center, both of the valves here, it's gonna be closed. So you're gonna see it's gonna be like you're gonna see, and they're gonna close. And when they close, you should be able just to hear just a little play, like that. And these bikes, no matter how perfect you think you got your valves, you're gonna hear that is normal. So to me, I know it kind of trick me off, but it's normal because I watched videos from day one that I make, you know, I have this bike, and the valves was fine from the beginning. When I first adjusted the valves, the intake was a little tighter, but the exhaust was perfect. So, you know, those valves, you know, is if they're not adjusted properly from factory when they put the bike together, then you're gonna have problem. But once you adjust them, your first 500 miles, man, don't mess with them until at least 2,500 miles, you know, or until you start hearing, you know, a loud, you know, you're gonna hear that like really loud. And also too, you gotta understand too. I mean, I took out my catalytic converter, so you know I got a straight pipe. So you know the bike is loud. So anyhow, going back, I put a new spark plug on it, and I got the spark plug at I think it's 24. I think that's what it says on the book. You can just read all your handbook. And I got my new spark plug NGK and readjust my valves. And I know like I sound like an old recorder, but once I readjust my valves, I crank the shaft again, put a depth center all over again, rechecked my valves again, and there was a little not right, and then I readjusted. I readjust the front, I readjust the back, then I came to the front, and there was out of whack. It was more close. So I readjusted both twice, and now I got them right. So just giving you guys information. Then the best results for this Hawks is to have your intake as 0.004 and the exhaust at 0.005. You guys have a good day, and thank you for watching. If you're new, please subscribe to my channel. Oh, and I just want to let you know that I also made a bunch of videos, and I found a new place. It's a really nice, cool place, and those videos will be coming next week. So yeah, don't go anywhere. See you later.